Cat cam jump scare. Cat cam jump scare. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. There's a cat. There is a cat on the screen right now. Holy crap, there's a cat. If you have me on second monitor, you'd better look at your second monitor because there is a cat. Look at the cat. She is right here on my lap, sitting here getting annoyed because stream just started. We have a cat. We get cat cam. We have Macho Cat saying first, while Taters claimed first. Congratulations, Taters. You're first to the stream. Look at the cat. I know you're at work, but look at the cat. There's a cat. Holy cat, there's a cat. Nice cat. Thanks, you too. So, as you can see, we start the stream with cat. Look at the cat. There's a cat. This is the stream content. You wanted Girls Frontline 2? Well, more like Girls Frontline 2 bad. This is cat cam. We get cat cam. Here we go. I'm gonna continue bothering the shit out of the cat until she either jumps off or whatever. Hey, you can all come in. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. There's a cat. Look at this cat. She's all like, oh, hey, cat time. It's cat time. And I'm going to continue scratching her all over until she's all like, all right, I've had enough of cat time. Holy moly, that's a lot of cat time. I think she likes it, though. It seems like she likes it. She definitely is liking this so far. She loves the attention. Missing cat cam because you're gonna get dinner away from work. Lamau, just have dinner at work. With you, are you the kind of person that actually goes home to see your family for dinner? Not in corporate America. Live at work. I'm reminded of 2010's tech jobs where they're all like, just live in the office. You have all the amenities you'll ever need. And now it's all like, no. Now you have to go in, drive a 2-hour commute just to sit at a desk doing pointless shit and get a 30-minute unpaid lunch hour. Squeamish them cat. Look at this cat. About to get squished. That cat. You have to squish that cat. He's getting squeamished. You're going down the street to get hibachi. Nice. Tomorrow, I don't know where I'm going for dinner. All I know is that I packed my suitcase full of MREs and I packed the other half full of stuff. So half of the suitcase is literally just MREs. I live like this. Yeah, I say local anime convention when the reality is I'm gonna be driving half an hour to my friend's house, in which I hop in his car and we carpool 15 minutes to the train station, in which we then catch a train that takes an hour to get to the convention. So that's how it is. My very first time, I only went one day, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. I want to go all 3 days. So then my second time, I went all 3 days, but I did that trek to and from the train station every day. Riding the train don't sound too bad. Yeah, it's gonna be all right. So far, there's only been one incident on the train that I've experienced in the several times that I've ridden it in my life, where a dubious basketball American, as I'm gonna call him, was grabbing an innocent woman who was all like, someone help, I don't know this man, and like, half the people in the train scattered away, some other half of people intervened. And somebody hit the emergency button to tell the conductor, I hardly know her. The instant the train stopped, he booked it, because that's what they do. To play basketball, you need to run very fast. So that's just how that is. Anyway, this is cat cam. I'm petting the cat. Fortunately, the cat I'm mainly using to pet her, which is covered in cat stuff now, is not my mouse hand. I can play the video game. This is a 25-minute city. I cannot relate to none of this. Oh, so you can relate. Very cool with a double negative there. Anyway, thanks for coming to my cat talk. Let's play the video game. Check it out. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. So if I pull one, do I get the other? Is that how it works? Do I get a 2-for-1 special? If she's busy doing chores and I want the snoo, can she just use her double and call it good? Like, this is the kind of shit that I think about. The other half of shit I think about, the OGAS logo here stands for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. She's a Pokemon fan. This is why she has a Pokeball, which brings me to my next topic. It is a massive win for humanity. The world is healing because in America, Nintendo's patent got shut the fuck down. And I'm all like, get absolutely shit fucked. I hope you lose the case as well as a lot of fucking money, because you fucking deserve it. Anyway, here's Wonderwalt. Just kidding. Let's see what she's all about. I like this anime. I have not seen this yet. They reused Suomi's slide animation for that. Wait, that last frame was just the menu screen. Okay. What does she do? Let's find out what she does. Let's do the Lainie trial. But first, oh wait, this is just the same animation that we saw earlier. This is her obtain animation. Oh, it's a bomb! So she uses it to summon her as well as a bomb. Understandable, have a great day. Monster Cat, why do you laser focus on the booba? This one has no booba. Commander, your orders? Yeah, I'll have a number 9, 2 number 45s, 1 with she... And she's got... Huh? What the hell happened there? Huh? I'm ready. Commander, why are you spacing out? Are you alright? I love gaslighting. I'm fine. My vision went all blurry for a moment. Bruh. Okay, let's see what she does. She does mixed damage with a clone. Lainie is a Sentinel class doll with extremely high DPS. She can summon a controllable simulacrum, a clone, which inherits all of her stats and gear effects. When directing her or the simulacrum to it, the other will automatically use the corresponding skill to attack the selected target. Okay. Deals physical damage if the clone is on the field. After this, the clone also uses offense simulation. If it does not hit the target of the combat algorithm, it ignores part of the defense. What's offense simulation? They don't... Okay. I think that's basic attack. Computational Crush deals AoE physical damage to the target. If Simulacrum is on the field, after this skill, the clone performs the active skill Hash Rate Overclock. Wait, what is that? Centered on herself and applies movement down 1. Okay, that's fine. Simulated Partner. Oh my god, she's literally me, for real. Select an empty tile and summon the clone. Lainie and the clone gain Bonded Possibility. I'll show you a Bonded Possibility, which increases their stability damage dealt. At the end of the round, Lainie expends your Confectance Index. If Lainie does not have enough Confectant Index, the clone vanishes. This skill cannot be used when the clone is on the field. The clone of Lainie can be independently controlled, inherits all of her stats and equipment effects. When directing Lainie or her clone to make an active attack, it will automatically use the skill to attack the target. If the auto fails, then the other can use this skill once in their action. This does not trigger loops. Damn it. Either Ness hates the word clone or he can't actually say it. I'd like to see you say some simulacrum. I hardly know him. For passive, Precognition Foresight. Critical rate is increased in proportion to this unit's initial max HP, so buff her HP. This unit applies preemptive scouting to all surrounding enemy units. When a unit with that status makes a physical attack, its defense is lowered. For making an attack, applies Parapluie's Penetration. Jesus Christ. To the target. After the attack, gain Confectance. Okay, so she gains Confectance by attacking. If the defense is less than or equal to 0, imagine having negative Stimulate Crumb with endless climaxes. That is something that can happen. Lainie gains her Confectance Index after making an attack, cannot perform any more active attacks during the ally turn. Well, that's lame. When a unit with this status is damaged, its defense is lowered. So she lowers defense. Neat. I'm going to do what the game recommends me not to do, and that is auto this. Like a pig? What did he mean by this? Excuse me? What do you mean like a pig? Huh? Baseball, huh? Huh? What? Huh? The cat still hasn't jumped off my lap, by the way. She's just big chilling on my lap here. This is fine. Buta? Huh? She never ending comes and she never ending goes, just like how he is gonna just keep dancing. He does not stop dancing. She just keeps dance buffing and it just keeps going. I left it. Oh, okay, she's done. He's finally done dancing. Are we actually gonna see Lainie in action? Maybe. Hopefully. No? Okay. So of the 4 aggressively Chinese dolls, we get 2 of them. I mean, thematically it works because they are Chinese guns and number go up with a 90 streak. Holy moly, that is very large. This weekend, all of my stream streaks are gonna be reset because I don't do Twitch notifications on mobile. And I'm gonna be at the convention, so I'm like, fuck it. Reset my streaks, see if I care. The highest streak I have is like in the 50s or so. But it's fine, it's whatever. It's regular size, actually. Asia Lainie, more like, welcome in 2K. What do you mean regular size? I'll show you regular size pants grab. Streaker? I hardly know her. So, the part where the clone has to stay near the enemies, I'm not seeing how that's really an issue here. Unless they fixed it, which would be pretty cool, because not even the Chinese server gets that fixed. All I know is that, of the China dolls, Faye, the red one, CZ75, she kind of fits the least, but at least she's relatively free. She's in standard banner, which is nice. Diane here is the tea girl this week. You get to have tea time with her, and I'm suspecting Lainie will be next week. Okay, why don't we just start by trying to get her? And if you have her, set her in this time so I could use her in the upcoming levels. But let's go gambling. This is not going to work. Oh, you know what's bullshit? Fucking bullshit. For the daily collect, they're not giving away free premium passes. They're instead giving away these fucking tickets for the supply mode. Actual what? Huh? What do you mean? You know what? No, it's whatever. Let's go gambling. Bullshit. Fucking. Just for that, we're not getting it. We're not getting Lainie first try. See? You cursed it. They are giving away what? Bullshit. They're giving away bullshit. That's what they're giving away. It's whatever. Oh hey, we got the UMP40. Except it's the dumb one that it's whatever. Aw, dang it. 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 Okay. That sucked. This is what happens when you go gambling. That's just how it is. Who else we got? There's oh, we get to watch the Lewis animation again. Yes! It's still in the game. Yeah! Okay. This never gets old. I love the little dolls too. These dolls are some of my favorites. They just go, they're so cute and then they go boom. And she does the spin. And Kukluk. I'm the only motherfucker that does not I forgot what her animation even is. Oh, okay, well, that happened. Let's get into the event. What am I in for? Dolls in the doll game? Yes, meta. Operation Backtrack. What's this? Oh. Shit, I have to do this every day? Well, I'm glad I checked. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Cool. And let's get this out of the way. It's whatever. Neat. And claim that, claim the rewards. This is the video game. This is what we play the game for. How big is this story? Holy shit. Okay, yeah, but we're in for a story. It's time for story, and apparently it doesn't have voice acting, so I hope you like my voice, because I'm about to voice act everything. If you don't like my voice, then why the fuck are you here? 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your eyes to the head, and said I'm crazy. 1 week after Odysseus' interim chief took office inside a hotel suite. While the pall over Odessa has not yet dispersed, Kalina and company are still scheduled to set out for We can read your lips, it's fine, yeah, baseball, huh? The group's begins preparing for their journey early in the morning. That's gonna be me tomorrow. I'm actually waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow for the convention. I'm so glad it's the weekend. Yo, same. I'm taking tomorrow off for the convention. I'm gonna go wild. Kalina is tidying up some documents at her desk, while Lena is hopping from foot to foot as she packs their suitcases.
We can leave this boring old hotel at last. I can't wait to head for there and see the commander again.
My cat is looking at me like, what the fuck voice is that?
Uh-huh. I'm sure Khaled feels the same way. Don't you, Khaled?
Kalina interrupts Liva's banter as her cheeks burn red.
We're rushing to Lviv to pick up Helena ASAP. Also, your neural cloud needs an immediate deep examination from Percy.
Is just Ness without his balls. Thanks!
Yeah, that's our Colin for you. Everything she does is for the job. She definitely doesn't stay up at night, gazing longingly at the map. Yep, that's our sneaky little Callan. And she thinks nobody was looking. She secretly goes commander stalking. I swear I didn't see anything.
Why, you little... Simpson strangle.gif. Kalina makes towards the sisters, intent on knuckling their heads. Oh my god, they're fisting. Lena grabs Kalina and Leva's arms, pulling them into a giggling group hug. That was not the ending that I was expecting. Then again, I think Kalina realized that she has to be OSHA compliant, and part of the OSHA guidelines is a sign that clearly says do not fist android girls. So at the last second, she changed course, so she gets to keep both of her hands. However, the lighthearted mood doesn't last for long. A sudden transmission interrupts their antics. Director? I hardly know her. After hearing Kruger's stern voice, Kalina gestures to Leva and Lena before heading to the floor-to-ceiling window all by herself.
Leva, wanna go buy some decent souvenirs afterwards? We got space in our luggage, so we can get something for the commander.
Anytime Kalina and the commander get brought up, I really want to read the Girls Frontline 1 story just for those two. There really isn't much between them. In Girls Frontline 1, Kalina was the real money store page girl, and if you shook the phone, she did a funny dizzy thing. And if you touch her, her eyes turn into dollar signs, or if you're playing on the JP server, her eyes turn into yen. Which is funny because in Japan, they don't actually use the yen symbol for anything other than foreign transactions. Do what you want with that information. Lena kneels by a suitcase and waves merrily to Leva. However, Leva glances over to where Kalina is and lightly places her finger on her lips into a shushing gesture. Shut the fuck! Lena gets her meaning and covers her mouth before lowering her voice.
Oops! Did we ask Callan too? She might want to buy something too!
Lena looks unexpectedly at Leva, but Leva merely looks at Kalina and gently shakes her head. The long call is finally over sometime later. Understood. I'll expedite the follow-up matters to the best of my ability. Damn, I thought something might have developed there. This is so sad. I mean, something kinda did, in that she was your... Basically, Mei Ling in this game is Kalina in the first game. That's it. That's literally it. Frowning, Kalina hangs up the call with Kruger and sighs heavily. Lena sidles up to her and places a concerned hand on her shoulder. Oh my god, she's doing the hand on shoulder meme! Big shin!
How was it, Callan? When we head out, did Kruger secretly assign us a new mission since we're headed up to Lviv?
Lena sighs and ruffles Lena's hair before turning to look at Leva. Sorry, Leva, but I don't think I'll be able to accompany you for that NeuroCloud module checkup.
What does that mean? You mean you're not going with us, Callan?
Leva shrugs, as though she's already anticipated this outcome. Is our dear Callan gonna be left behind cleaning up the mess that the old fox left in his wake by the order of the director? I hardly know her. Kalina smiles bitterly. The investigation of this is part of it. On the surface, Zimmerman has just taken the seat of interim chief. Meanwhile, the Odessa Oblast government has issued several new ordinances today. As such, the director wants me to remain in Odessa as representative of NAFA and facilitate the upcoming handover. So, I'm sorry, Leva. I was planning to head out with you once today's business was settled, but given the present circumstances, I'll be spending at least 2 weeks in Odessa. What's there to be sorry for? It's just 2 more weeks. Lena and I can just keep standing by. No! I'll contact the commander again about the meetup.
I don't want to delay your NeuroCloud examination any further. Leva, I want you to head up ASAP. I'll contact Persica about this. Yep. I'm all for Leva going for the checkup too. Besides, things in Odessa have stabilized, so I'll be enough to protect Callan by myself. Lena happily hugs Leva. The latter simply ruffles Lena's hair with a slight smile. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm gonna stay. Huh? Leva, why? Callan, you should understand, right? You drew a lot of attention during the Battle of the Big Bridge. Even if things have calmed down for the moment, you're still a representative of Namfa. That means the number of eyes on you is slowly gonna increase. We can't afford to lower our guard no matter what. Besides, there's still those two mysterious third-gen dolls to worry about. I don't think Lena could take them by herself if they decided to ambush us. Since you're not objecting, it's decided then. Let's just wait until the handover's done and we'll all go together. That way, none of us will be left behind. But... As she looks at the worried faces in front of her, Leva suddenly bursts into laughter. Aw, come on, why are the two of you like this? Relax, I'm fully aware of the state of my NeuroCloud. Damage I took earlier won't affect my functionality. Delaying the diagnostic by a couple of weeks isn't a big deal, and I'll do my daily maintenance too. Okay, so I think where we're at in the timeline is before the Voy Messina event, but after the Alva event. No, because those two were intertwined. When I say Alva event, I mean when Alva came in the first time. This must be right after the 45 event. So, right after we blew up that underground facility with Darcher turning into that freaking amalgamation of a blockhead, and 45 kind of gets her memory jiggied with. I think that's where we're at in the timeline. So this is, we went back in time a little bit. Then off to the repair pod, Leva. Since there's nothing going on at the moment, Helen will be just fine with me by her side. Man, I love timelines. My phone insists that timeline and timelines isn't a word, and it will always correct it to timeliness. It's annoying. Lena grabs her sister's arm to drag her away, but Leva reluctantly pulls away and places a hand on Lena's shoulder. She's doing it! She's doing the meme again! Anytime someone puts a hand on a shoulder, I just imagine that like 80s anime meme with the guy whose chin is the size of regular anime boobs. Timeliness? Shiny. Why would you say something like that? Why am I Chinese now? I may be Asian, but I'm not that flavor. What the fuck? It's fine. I'm still standing by how I am the musician that Bruce Lee fears the least. I practiced 1,000 songs once. I should have instead practiced one song 1,000 times. Okay. I'll go. God damn it, man. I'll go once I finish my tasks at hand. She's finishing her tasks? Amogus? This is the marriage chamber. Anybody who has gotten married in this game knows that this is the sanctimonious marriage chamber. Remember to marry 45 in 3 days on 4-5-26, or if you are non-American, your calendar's backwards, because 45. I preemptively bought the ring just so I could do it that morning so I won't forget, because I'll still be at the convention, but I'll still do my dailies in the morning like I always do. Once everything's done, Leva returns to her room and adjusts the pod, preparing for her daily maintenance regimen. However, she pauses halfway after hearing a rustling sound from behind her. Aren't you come out? Dandelion? Upon hearing Leva, Lena pops her- Aww. Lena pops her head out from behind the door and moves over to stand in front of Leva with a sheepish smile on her face. Motherfucker doesn't get the ring day one? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for specific dates to marry the dolls. You know what's so sad? I actually missed January 5th, and then I missed January 15th. So I'm gonna have to do a double marriage next year with Florence and Voy Messina. I'll just decide which one gets the 5th and which one gets the 15th. It's fine. You noticed me, Leva? What are you being all sneaky peeky for? Got something to say?
I was just thinking. After muttering to herself for a bit, Lana clenches her fists to gather her courage before looking up. I'm here to apologize to you, Leva. I shouldn't have kept your memory loss a secret for selfish reasons. I know how important UMP40 is to you, but in any case, I'll never do it again. After saying that, Lena lowers her head again, as though she's prepared for a scolding from Leva. However, all Leva does is raise her hand and gently pat Lena's head. Got it. Well, since you already know what you did wrong, I suppose I'll forgive you just this once. Really? Leva? For some reason, Lena isn't cheering up despite being forgiven by Leva. Her eyes are darting around the room. While Leva doesn't quite know why Lena's feeling this way, she still picks up on her sister's uneasiness and pinches her cheeks. Lena, I know, wouldn't get hung up on such small things. Are you saying that you're still hiding something else from me? Huh? No, I'd never! I know. You wouldn't be bold enough to do bad things like that. Still, if there's nothing else, I'll be going into the pod now. Leva lets go with a smile, then turns to enter the repair pod. However, Lena suddenly reaches out to grab her. Leva, wait, please! Lena throws herself into Leva's embrace without any warning. Leva, could you stay for a while? I've been really happy these few days while I was with you. What's the matter, Lena? I never told Callan I'd be going off on my own. No, that's not... What I mean is... Once your neural cloud is fixed, you'll remember... I know that she's really important to you. But I can't help but thinking that it'd be nice if these days could just keep going on. Lena's voice gets softer and softer. Leva can't see her face, but she senses an inexplicable unease radiating from Lena. He gently packs Lena's back. But I'll still be here, Lena. Don't let your mind wander, okay? Yeah, I know! But I'm just worried about you. Lena nuzzles her fluffy hair against Leva's chest. A moment later, she looks up and tries her best to smile. I'll show you inexplicable cat grab. I'm sorry, Leva. I shouldn't have let my imagination run wild. Right now, stabilizing your neural cloud is the most important thing. That means getting you into the repaid pod! Minor spelling mistake! The event is ruined! I demand my money back! I want to be repaid for the pod! ASAP and making sure you get all fixed up! Before Leva can reply, Lena is already pushing Leva into the pod. After hooking up Leva, Lena quickly leaves the room. As she watches Lena leave, Leva gently shakes her head. Oh, that Lena. Looks all Lena to have a good chat with her after I finish my examination. And now, Leva closes her eyes and connects to level 2. Journey to the center of... In the blue environs of level 2, Leva floats lightly, like she always does. System maintenance in progress. Now scanning data. Scanning. Data scan. Data scan failed. Alert. System error. Alert. System error. Leva fires up the maintenance program again, but the ear-piercing warning from her neural cloud interrupts the code's functionality. System error. Operation terminated. System error. Operation terminated. Once again, Leva tries to restart the program, but the intense disruption from her neural cloud makes her body feel heavier and heavier, to the point where she can barely keep her eyes open. A weight crushes her, and Leva slowly closes her eyes. However, a strange voice seems to be approaching her from the darkness. Leva! Someone calling me? Leva, wake up! You can't fall asleep here! Hey! Wake up! The accident was 3 events ago! It wasn't your fault! You need to let go! Leva forces her eyes open as someone violently shakes her body, and a blurry form comes into view in front of her. It's her! Thank goodness you're awake! Quick, follow me! Dark Ness? I don't think Ness would like that. Fun fact, due to childhood trauma, I'm actually scared of the dark. The indistinct figure holds out an anxious hand, trying to drag Liva along with her. However, Liva stumbles back warily. Who are you? Are you in my neural space? A shrill alert once again derails the train of Liva's thoughts. Insufficient system memory. Computation failed. Insufficient system memory. Computation failed. Darkness do be scary. I'll show you darkness.
Quit standing around and follow me, Liva. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
The indistinct figure grabs Liva and drags her forward.
Over here.
Unable to shake off the hand holding her arm, Liva is forced to run along with the mysterious figure. After running for a while, they stop in front of a small room. This place is... Wait, what is this room? Why is there something in my neural cloud which never existed? What have you done? What's going on? I can't think.
Don't worry so much about that. Quick, get in!
Not seeming to care much about Leva's hesitation, the mysterious figure pulls her into the room.
Alright, you're safe now.
Wait, this is...
It's a place where you can rest and get all better, Liva.
The figure interrupts Liva halfway with a snap of her fingers. The room's door suddenly closes. Oh, we've been kidnapped. Oh, it's death by Snoo Snoo.
Wait! Too late. Just relax for now and have a good nap, Liva. I guarantee that by the time you wake up, everything will be back to normal.
As the indistinct voice fades, the floor below Liva's feet, which is composed entirely of solidified data, suddenly collapse into pieces. Collapse pieces. Premium currency. Damn it! I can't control my body. Liva struggles as hard as she can and Level struggles as hard as she can as she falls. However, the ghostly blue data around her is like an abyss, pulling her into unfathomable depths below. Soon, Liva's form vanishes from view and the collapsed data surface returns to normal.
That should do it.
Indistinct figure seems to smile. She turns and begins looking around. More and more data fragments are coming into existence in midair.
I recently finished a bunch of pencil drawings, but haven't hung any up for display.
More like pen drawings.
I'm afraid it will make my house look a bit sketchy.
Bruh! I have so many unframed pictures that I bought from my first convention. I got picture frames. They are still in the living room in their Amazon boxes, as they have been since like 2020. God damn. Okay. I'll probably frame them and hang them. I did frame several of them, but I just haven't hung them at all. They're in my room still. I actually did put them in the background for some of my cheese collabs. So there's your cameo. Anyway, Leva's falling.
It's like this already? This place is a mess. Still, a mess is fine too.
I did notice something. Her eyes don't have the stars in them like her model does. That's fine. I like this. I'm back from your 3 miles of grass touching, but now time to torment your core with some non-cordiate... Bruh, he's getting fit, and I'm gonna get fat this weekend. The law of equivalent exchange. Let's go.
This is the perfect chance to make my big scene.
That's strange.
That's strange. The maintenance should have been completed over half an hour ago. Why hasn't Liva woken up yet? Liva!
Lena pounds on the outside of the repaid pod! I guess it is a repaid pod! Like every music teacher says, if you make a mistake, make sure you do it again. Don't say that would Huh? Huh? What word? Huh? Repaid? What word? I just said a lot of words in the past, like, minute. You're gonna have to be more specific. But no matter how hard she hammers it on and tries to fiddle with its controls, the sleeping Liva does not respond. Lamau? I say that all the time! Lol, Lamau even! After repeated attempts to wake Liva up, meet with failure, Lena finally gives up and runs to Kalina's suite.
Helen, come quick! I think there's something wrong with Liva!
Uh-oh. Inside of lab is quiet. The only sound that can be heard is that of the repair pod. What happened to the repaid pod? Leva is transported to Lab, where Lab performs a quick examination. But any emergency measures she attempts prove ineffective. Lab immediately contacts Persica. Leva is currently lying in the repair pod, her eyes closed and unresponsive as she undergoes a remote data diagnostic. Outside it, 3 people are nervously eyeing a transmission screen that has been silent for far too long. Finally, after an almost unbearable silence has passed, Persica finally stops banging on her keyboard and stretches. Wife! Sorry, reflex. Alright, I get it now. Persica, what's going on?
Yeah, is Leva in danger?
Fine, lay down. I can hear Miss Persica.
Calm down and listen to me. Persica brings up a diagram showing the condition of Leva's neurocloud. A large number of bright red alerts on the screen are quite shocking. This is the current state of Leva's neurocloud. See all these memory bars here? The ones flashing red? Filled with junk from redundant data. That junk is clogging up her internal memory, makes it unresponsive to commands. That's why Leva's not waking up. Amnesiac wife arc? Here's the thing. This has already been established from 3 events ago. We're just now resolving it. So, yes, actually.
Baseball, huh? Well, why is that? Logically speaking, her redundant data should have been cleared away during her daily maintenance sessions.
That's right. It should have been cleared away. However, this redundant data is a little special. You know there's an entity called UMP-40 in Leva's neurocloud, right?
Yep. 40 was Leva's... Well, after 40 died during Operation Butterfly, Leva simulated her personality in her base layer, using her memories of UMP-40 as a reference.
And there's your lore. Creating a virtual persona because she couldn't cope with the loss. That doesn't sound like something Leva would do. Still, Leva ultimately retained that persona. Since this additional persona eats into Leva's neurocloud memory, I configured UMP-40 to act as a secondary computing core for Leva's neurocloud. That way, the 2 of them can function normally. Also, I added a dedicated data clearing program so Leva can periodically remove the redundant data generated by 40.
Ah, I get it now.
Let me guess, because she forgot 40 due to amnesia, that program no longer works, so it's causing one of those memory leaks. It's a literal memory leak.
Normally, Leva would have done this data clearing on a regular basis, but after she was attacked by that weird doll, Leva's neurocloud was damaged and she forgot about UMP-40, as well as the fact that 40 generates redundant data.
Yay, I'm paying attention to the main story.
So now Leva's neurocloud is filled with redundant data, which is why she's passed out like she's blue-screened.
Oh shit, she is my wife. God damn it. Sorry, Taters, she's my wife now. My wife blue screens, your wife blue screens. We're the same. Baseball, huh? That was a pretty accurate summation of the situation. Clever girl, Lena. Indeed. Last time Leva used the cleanup program was the day before her neural cloud was damaged. That much is consistent with my current hypothesis. Well, now that we've figured things out, the solution's simple. Gonna use the program to clear the data, and Leva should wake up soon enough. Thanks, so Persica begins typing rapidly, and the cleaning program can be seen running on screen in front of her. Oops goes silent as they watch the progress bar inch forward, and carefully raises her hand.
Ah, Miss Persica, there's a question I'd like to ask about. Well, you said it now.
What is it?
You mentioned Operation Butterfly. What's it all about? Why did Leva give you be involved with it?
Operation Butterfly. That's a topic that hasn't come up in a while. What do you want to know?
I had some rumors saying that involved Mr. Lycom. I can't find anything about it there in the records.
In over 10 years since then, we're still keeping such a tight lid on it. A look of disgust crosses Persica's face. Simply put, it was a conspiracy designed to steal Lyco's legacy. A squad was sent to the Sangvis Ferry's main manufacturing plant in the name of conducting an investigation. Then,
Parapluie was released by another squad, which would rewrite the neural clouds of the dolls taking part in the operation.
System?
Strictly speaking, it involved control authority over the OGAS system. In other words, it involved Elisa, AI that Lyco devoted his life to creating. They wanted to control Elisa through Lyco. But Lyco died, which made Elisa uncontrollable. And the Parapluie virus caused the dolls taking part into the op to end up under SF control, resulting in massive losses among the ops team. Leva was one of the few survivors. Percival glances toward Lena as she mentions Leva's name. However, Lena's not really paying any attention to all this. Her head is lowered as she gazes intently at Leva with a worried look on her face. Leibniz, on the other hand, seems quite surprised.
Miss Persica, is Parapluie virus really that incredible? I mean, no other dolls have to use OGAS protocol besides Leva, who refused to change her frame!
Who could forcibly rewrite its host's OS into using the OGAS protocol. It was the cutting edge of its all technology back then. Mind you, that was 10 years ago. Nowadays... Persica's eyes flicker over to the monitor, and she begins typing at high speed again. For long, she frowns. This was supposed to be a small issue. Why is it being such a pain? What's wrong, Persica? Is there a problem with Leva? Not much of a problem, but the neural attack she was hit with earlier caused Leva's own data to get jumbled up with 40's redundant data. Now neither of them's responding. The clearing program I'm using might end up causing additional damage to this blended data. I've got to manually clear it away. That's way too inefficient. Most ideal solution would be to reset Leva's OGAS system. If we got rid of UMP-40's data, that would also remove the issues plaguing Leva's neurocloud at the source.
No! You can't!
Tina, who had been spacing out just until just now, rushes over to the screen and frantically waves her arms.
Leva would never agree to getting rid of UMP-40! Leva was already in a lot of pain after forgetting UMP-40, and I don't really want to see her suffer ever again.
I knew you'd say that, Lena. You're right. Leva's been so insistent on preserving her neural records of 40 over these years, even refused to change out her frame. No way she'd ever agree to what I suggested just now. I simply mentioned it as a possibility. Therefore, to quickly fix Leva's neural cloud malfunction, we need you, Lena.
Me? I get to help Leva?
Yep. You're gonna enter Leva's neural space and manually clear the redundant data. Quickest and most precise method we have.
Why are half the events just freaking eternal sunshine of the spotless mind? When I watched that movie with a friend way back in the day, I didn't realize that, like, oh, this would come in handy later, I guess. Okay.
Really? Then, what do I need to prepare? I'll head out right now. Can I go now, Persica?
Good girl. Just let me finish these settings first. Oh, and there's one more thing you need to do besides clearing the redundant data. Persica pauses. There's a rare look of uncertainty on her face. Based on the calculations from the current logs, Leva ought to have had excess memory left over, even after factoring in the fixed daily increase in redundant data. She should have been able to continue functioning, which doesn't match up with how she suddenly entered sleep mode. Are you saying there might be another problem with Leva's neural cloud? There might. Well, whatever it is, we'll only be able to tell once we check it out. I hope the worst case scenario won't come to pass. And that would be... I'd be resetting Leva's OGAS system. I doubt anyone here wants that, right? Oh yeah, Lena has a lot on her plate. You can handle it, can't you, Lena? Persica shoots Lena a meaningful look, but Lena seems distracted by something else and only responds when Persica calls her name again.
Oh, yeah, of course!
You're acting like a test machine that's out of RAM. On your mind.
thinking. Since Leva forgot 40, and we don't know what happened to those neural records, then wouldn't it be terrible if something happened to that data?
Well, it's hard for us to determine what's going on from the outside. Maybe it's become junk data. Maybe it's mixed up with the junk data. Maybe it's Maybelline. But either way, you'll have to take care of it once you go in there. You can take care of it, right?
Of course! No problem! I'll do a good job for Leva's sake!
Now then, let's go over your mission again. Leroy Jenkins! Oh my god, she just ran in.
I'm gonna enter Leva's neural space, clear the redundant data, then figure out the hidden reason behind her comatose state. Is that it?
Yep. Entry program that's been properly configured. Are you ready? Lena clenches her fist, and she smiles at Persica through the screen.
Yep, I'm ready. Let's begin. This time, I need to protect Leva's memories of the UMP-40, the most precious thing in her heart. And it's not me, because I'm not chambered in 40 or 45. Something God's caliber. Anyway, let's go gambling.
We're going gambling! Everybody, we need to manifest her so we can save her before the story even starts. Alright. Can I bless myself? No, I can't. Let's gain more pity points! See? I win. I gained more pity points. The plan is to do some of the story today and then just do a long stream on Monday. Or continue it the following Thursday. Anyway, aw dang it. Aw dang it. Aw dang it. Hey! Aw dang it. Hey! Aw dang it. Aw dang it. Okay. Aw dang it. That's baseball for you. Okay. What does her gun do? Perihelion. All active physical attacks ignore 20% defense. That's really good right out the gate. If the other units have this effect, ignore an additional 15% of defense. Oh! Yo, that fucks really hard with he. Okay. What does her regular gun do? The damage to this unit's summon is increased by 10. That's lame. Actually. That pales in comparison to the freaking this is cool, but I like this. I hope we get this, but we're probably gonna end up getting the I do see myself putting her on the Jamie, pull up my normal wrong button. I hit the wrong button. It's fine. Let's look at my roster really quick. If I sort by my physical team here. Okay, you, and you are the A team. I could build up Voimastina, so that would mean I'd probably drop Papasha and get... Oh, she does have room. There is room for her on the team. Holy shit. Okay. By the way, the only reason I didn't build my Voimastina is because I was too busy using Taters as his Voimastina. But she's really good. Holy moly. Anyway, let's continue the story. Actually, let's look at the other things to do. There's that and... Oh, this is... Ooh. This is the skin? What does this look like? Oh, that's pretty. I like the shatter. I hardly know her. I can see somebody doing a Cerakote finish, but purposely chipping away this part. That's nice. And the bolt catch, or ejection port, rather. That also has... Yo, okay. Forgive me, my gun terminology is not up to par. But I like this. This is nice. Yo, the butterflies! I like butterflies! Friggin', I'm mad that butterflies in general are endangered, which sucks, but you know what? The Earth is endangered, and I'm all for it. That is the most doomer thing to say. What we're gonna do the first supply level just so I can burn the tickets. And then we're gonna take a Bezos break. Somebody please have set Lainie. Lainie? 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 Oh, 2K's got Lainie. Go Lainie. Does Shaders have Lainie? Does anyone else? Shaders did not set Lainie. Oh, okay, we're using 2K's Lainie. Very cool. Who else we got? Let's get this normal team in here. What level are these guys? Level 30? Okay, that's fine. I should be, you know what? Let's use my non-built Voimistina, my barely built Bathilda, I haven't used, and my not really built Lewis. I should build Lewis. I should probably focus on building Lewis. Let's do this. You can go last and just fuck whoever's next. All right. I hope we win. They're not built, but at least they're high level. So we'll see how this goes. This might actually be a fair fight. I might lose actually. None of my units are built Ford tough. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yo! She summons the Pokeball. Wait, she can just summon her wherever? Oh, that's sick. That's so cool. We'll baseball that, huh? I'm all for it. Go, Lainie. Lainie clone. She just... Oh, she just wins. I like this one. I think I'll build her. Wait, my Bathilda, it's fine. Very cool. Let's go gambling one more time. And then we'll take a Bezos break. We are hyper speed gambling. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Even if we win, it's still a 50-50. Which is sad, but it's fine. We burned through all of our 50-50s already. So we're just going for it, I guess. Aw, dang it. Can't believe Ness says Pokeball. What's wrong with... Oh, right. You're supposed to say Pokeball? Nobody says that in America. They say it's a scam. Bruh. Oh, a Sharkery. I got Sharkery to marriage point. I married her on the 24th because something about 3 and 24 matches whatever with I forgot why. All I know is that I gave her the ring and now she's extra powerful. That's how it works. Her lore is okay. She's just, it's whatever. Thanks for the Doritos, lady. And while we're here, I got enough UMP 40s basic that I can just buff the UMP 40. Let's do something funny. Let's give it to Papasha and just have her buff it and then swap it back. Where is it? I don't want to accidentally burn it. Here it is. There. So if I do this, it's going to lock the weapon. That way, when I automatically get Doritos from my weapons, it won't burn it. So I will actually have it as a legacy item. I regularly clear out my inventory for Doritos. So this is fine. Okay. I think that's all we have for now. It is. Let's give back Papasha's ultimate weapon. As you can see, this is the greatest Papasha of all time. One of my favorite submachine guns. I think the Papasha is my second favorite subgun, right behind the MP5. The Parry, the MP5. But with that, it's time for the first Bezos break. I'm actually gonna see if I can get myself some food. I'm kind of hungry. I packed all my MREs, damn it! What am I gonna eat? I'm gonna starve. It's fine. It's fine. Why does my platoon lit up? I did all the dailies today. We don't need... It's fine. We're gonna Bezos break. When we get back, we are gonna continue Breaking Butterfly story mode. Oh shit, we're just getting started. I'll see if I can do a long stream on Monday, because I don't have work that day. I took Monday off. I was debating on doing a early stream on Monday, but I realized a lot of people have work on Monday. They're gonna miss a lot of the stream. So I'm like, I'll take Monday to myself, stream at the normal time, but just get everything prepared before stream so I can stream all night and then just go to bed. That's the plan. And then hopefully that'll get us through a lot of the event, in which we can then stream even more Girls Frontline that week. Very nice. But until then, I'll catch you all in 3 minutes. Don't watch the ads. I made it just in time. I just sat back down. Wonderful. Perfect timing. It's time for the first gameplay. Ambusher of Memory. Ambusher? I hardly know. In this rampant memory domain is the home of the fallen. Okay, let's see what the heck is going on. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Oh hey, it's a Florence event. Blue is the color of calmness and rationality. A color as serene and lovely as Leva herself. So that Leva's neural space brought ought to be in Lena's memories. Yeah, I vibe with that. Blue is my favorite color too. Right now, all she can see are ruined structures and sinister robots wandering in all directions like a rogue marionettes. Multicolored data fragments floating everywhere in the space. Colorful, but creepy. How did Leva's neural space end up like this? Vienna! No! This can't be Vienna! She's not blue! Okay, listen. For it to be Vienna, she has to have something blue about her. That's it. Leva! Where are you, Leva? Leva! The neural space's owner is nowhere in sight, and Lena can't help shouting her name all around. Alerted by Lena's shouting, a pack of machines in the distance snap their heads in her direction. Lena frantically cowers behind a piece of rubble and sends back a transmission to Persica. Are you seeing this, Persica? What are those creepy creepy things. Boo abudi abuda abudi abuda. I almost put that in one of my karaoke lists, but I decided not to because I didn't know the rest of the song like at all. Yeah, I see them. The redundant data you need to eliminate are those creepy things over there. I didn't expect it had accumulated to this extent. This is troublesome.
What about Leva? I don't see her anywhere. Is Leva alright?
If you can't find Leva, that's probably the fault of the redundant data. I don't think she has enough processing power to respond to you. Try again after getting rid of some of that redundant data. I've already granted you the necessary permissions.
Alright, let's get down to business.
Oh yes. While you're clearing the data, try searching for UMP-40 too. Do you know what she looks like?
Yep. Leva used to have me around while she chatted with 40 in her neural cloud. I'll be able to recognize her if I see her.
Good. According to the data scans, she should be nearby. She's always been in Leva's neural space. Maybe she knows what happened to Leva. You could try enlisting her help too. Transmission ends and Lena rises from behind the rubble, taking aim at the wandering robots. Some time later.
There sure were a lot of robots. I hope Leva's feeling better now. Still, I don't see 40 anywhere. Where is she?
Lena looks around worriedly from where she's standing in front of the pile of scrap robots. Then she hears another pack of robots moving nearby. Right after that, she spots a small black figure suddenly slip out from among them and run straight toward her.
Huh? Isn't that... Ah! Careful!
Lena quickly sidesteps and avoids the figure that's headed right for her. When she looks up to study the newcomer, Lena's startled. Who the fuck? Oh my god. That actually scared me. That actually scared me. Holy shit. Okay. A little girl is looking back at her, head tilted and a smile on her face.
Hey! You there! Who are you?
Her face is just like a doll's. Her eyes are gold and exceptionally bright when contrasted against her pale white skin, to the point where her brilliance is a little scary. She's a little too creepy for my taste, actually. Very hard sell. I don't think I would, actually. She looks very My Chemical Sangvis Fairy, if that makes sense. Lena feels a chill run down her spine as those eyes hone on her. She unconsciously raises a gun and takes a step back.
You! Who are you? Why are you in Leva's neural cloud?
But the girl does not answer. He only tilts her head. And then the girl laughs. A pack of creepy robots suddenly charges right towards Lena. Uh-oh. It's the virus. The bad guy could be anybody. Hey, at least Leva's neural cloud is a carnival circus. The near a tomato jokes write themselves, I guess. Oh yeah, we could just use this team. This normal team. If we can handle the first supply level, we should be able to handle the main story level at whatever. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, that hits most of them, but not the guys in the back. There's a special weather condition on this stage. Fog. The fog of war. On foggy stage, the attack range for enemies and allies is reduced by 2 tiles. Does it cover the whole map? I think it does. Cool. Okay. I guess that's fine. I didn't want to snipe anyways. That actually messes with some abilities that use long distance targeting. Because then those abilities can't be used. Oh well. Anyway. I still don't know what Bathilda does. I just leave her on auto and hope it works. She's like a support thing that deploys support robots. I guess. I'll have to look into her kit after I save enough platoon coins to get her upgrade weapons and stuff. But, I mean, the platoon coins are a steady income. I feel like I'm going to get her to V6 before I ever get her main weapon. Alternatively, I could just not buy the weekly thingy-mabobber currency. But I feel it's worth it to buy those. By the time Lena finishes wiping out the creepy robots, the girl had already vanished. All that remains are more weird robots wandering in the distance.
Did she get away?
Lena looks around, a concerned expression on her face.
This is just too weird. Why is there a little girl in Leva's Neural Cloud? I've never seen her before.
I've never seen her before either. That was very surprising.
Could she be a transformed piece of redundant data? Or is she a virus left behind by that weird doll? I'll just ask Persica. I'm sure she'll know.
Lena calls Persica, but there's no response from the channel, which had been cleared just now.
It's not getting through? Did the signal get cut off? No way! Did my communicator get damaged during the battle now?
Lena carefully examines the device, but there doesn't see any obvious malfunctions.
I have no idea what's going on. Forget it. Maybe it's because of the redundant data. Let's keep clearing out these robots.
Lena raises her gun again. Soon, she's wiped out all the creepy robots wandering around the vicinity. As her surroundings quiet down, Lena's attention is suddenly drawn to a strange sound. Flankers!
What was that noise? Whose footprints are these?
Lena looks around for the source of the sound, and her eyes soon lock onto a pile of scrapped robots in the corner. Through the abandoned metal hulks, she can make out something struggling in there. That's where the sound's coming from. Lena looks again carefully. She makes out a familiar face framed with the light gray hair.
Is that Leva?
Lena sprints over and digs through the piles of machinery, doing her best to excavate the doll pinned underneath them.
Leva, what are you doing in there, Leva?
A sudden embrace interrupts Lena's words. Then, she hears a cheerful voice thanking her.
Oh, guessed wrong. But thank you so much for just now, Lena.
She does have stars in her eyes. Holy crap. Also, this is her design like this is extremely pretty. Let's fucking go. Put her in a white dress and give her a sun hat, and she actually is my wife. Let's fucking go. This particular hair color is like, I want to call it, what's the word? Ender Lily's Priestess Brown. Let's go with that. This light tan hair with the white just matches like, mwah. I need this in my life. Lena's face immediately falls. She carefully extricates herself from the hug and looks at the doll before her, who looks almost like Leva before pouting.
They look nothing alike. What the fuck? Oh, it's just UMP40.
Oh, she did her magic trick. That's what happened to me in the thing.
Don't look so disappointed. I might not be Leva, but we're still sisters, right? Plus, I know that your number one concern is how Leva's doing.
You are here for Leva, right? Lena's eyes immediately light up.
Yep. She suddenly shut down, so I came to help Leva clear up the data in your neural cloud. Morty, you and Leva share this neural space, so I'm sure you know where she is, right?
I'm sorry. I haven't been able to communicate directly with Leva because of the redundant data, and I can't pinpoint her location either. But if you want to know what happened before this, there's nobody who knows better than me. Oh, you conniving little fucking, I swear to God. Upon hearing this, Lena grabs UMP40 tightly.
So what happened? Why is there a normal spike in the ground amount of redundant data? Why did Leva go into sleep mode ahead of time? And who is that weird girl?
UMP40 senses Lena's anxiety and gently pats her hand. Calm down, one at a time. Basically, I've been monitoring Leva's neural cloud ever since it got damaged. She stopped talking to me ever since then. At first, I thought it was because she was busy with stuff. A week ago, I found that there was an abnormal surge in the amount of redundant data in Leva's neural cloud. I tried to ping her with an alert,
but she completely ignored me. It was then that I realized that she had forgotten pretty much everything about UMP40, that she'd written off my previous alert as a glitch in the system. First, I thought it'd be okay to wait a few more days. After all, the situation in Odessa took priority. Plus, Leva's neural cloud was working fine. I figured you and Callan would make time to deal with it, and if all else failed, there was always me. But things soon spiraled out of control. UMP40 gently touches her forehead, seemingly in regret over previous events. All that redundant data slowly fused together into weird robots and began running wild in Leva's neural space. They were aggressive, too, and they were inflicting more and more disruption on her neural cloud. I didn't have clearing permissions, so all I could do was try my best to investigate the situation in her neural space and find ways to contact you guys. But then, a girl suddenly appeared in her neural space and she commanded the machines to attack me. My data protection ability was limited, and they soon surrounded me. Well, at least until you showed up. Thanks, so. UMP40 flashes Lena a bright smile. So I really owe you big time, Lena. I don't know how I'd gotten away from those hunks of junk if you didn't come to help. Lena freezes up and pouts in mild embarrassment. You're welcome, I guess. Anyway, I was doing all this for Leva. As that Persica happened to mention you were nearby, so I thought of looking you up to understand the situation. Then I'll have to thank Persica too. So, what else do you want to know about Leva's situation? Oh yeah! What's that weird little girl? She ordered the robots to attack me too. You know anything about that, 40? I have no idea where that girl came from. However, her attack method seemed very similar to those weird robots. Maybe she was spawned from redundant data too. Still, after the guess on my part, I'll need Persica to verify the details. Have you contacted Persica yet, Lena? I did, but after fighting that pack of robots, communications out there were cut off. Like this. Lena shows UMP40 the empty transmission window on her communicator. Can't believe this is happening. Could this be caused by a disruption from the redundant data? Did Sephiroth do this? Huh? Junk data can mess with comms too? Yep. The data is taking up Leva's computational space, which is limited. They're also crowding up the transmission channels used for communication. Persica just happened to have cleared away some of it when you were first sent in. That's why your transmission back then managed to go through, but the redundant data is still growing. And now, her computational space has been filled up by an excess of redundant data again. I see. In that case, we better hurry up and clear out the data. We need to get in touch with Persica ASAP. Lena reaches for her UMP40, but the latter shakes her head. No, I don't have clearing permissions right now. If you're the only one clearing it, you won't be able to match the rate at which the redundant data grows. So what should we do then? You need to start by eliminating the sources of the data. Sources? Counter-Strike source? Upon seeing that somewhat confused expression on Lena's face, UMP40 claps. A simple pen and paper sketch that looks suspiciously like a map appears in midair. UMP40 points to several big, bouncing red X's on the map and looks at Lena. Ta-da! This is what I found while scouting Leva's neural cloud. There are several abnormal data modules inside Leva's neural cloud, like well springs that keep generating all that unwanted data. You might be able to stop the generation process if you get rid of them first. Also, I get the feeling Leva might be near these sources. Really? You can sense that too? Lena looks suspiciously at the messily scribbled diagram that looks like some kind of Voyage manuscript knockoff. Why don't you have that doubtful look on your face? It's really demoralizing. It's just that the map looks really sketchy. I mean, this concerns the safety of Leva's neural cloud, so I obviously need to treat this matter seriously. We're Leva's only hope now. What if we go to the wrong place and delay her rescue? You won't go wrong. I've been in Leva's neural cloud for so long, so I know a thing or two about how it works. You know, like how sisters have a mental link. What? Are you saying sisters should have a mental link? Then Leva and I... Did you say something, Lena? No, it's nothing. Oh yeah, a mental link. Of course Leva and I would have one of those, you know? Well, the mental link things, yeah, of course, I totally know about that. Although I don't really feel anything right now. You're so cute, Lena. In any case, we don't have any other choice since we can't contact Persica now. So just follow my suggestion, okay? We can't afford delays given Leva's situation. Lena hesitates for a moment as she thinks about Leva and how her whereabouts are unknown. She looks into UMP-40's sincere eyes and squeezes her communicator before finally nodding.
Alright then, now tell me where those data sources are!
Aw yeah, we're going in.
トイデザイナーの力なめないでくれる
Very cute. I like this. Okay. I guess we could go gambling again. Actually, before we go gambling again, let me use up the rest of the tickets. We do not need these right now. Also, the very beginning of this kind of reminds me of Near a Tomato, and all the butterflies in the amusement parks. But it's time to go gambling! Because we need to get another fucking mossy nugget in our roster! Let's fucking go! We didn't even get that. We might get regular nugget. That's something that could happen, actually. We could get anything. We could even get the McNugget. That is not quite the nugget I was referring to, but it counts. Okay. 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 We got nugget. We added another nugget to our roster. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Okay. Aw, dang it. Yo, triple purple? We got all the Doritos this pull. Very cool. We take those. This is actually not bad. We get triple Doritos. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah. Ah. Hey, Talon, I got a triple. And with that, let's get back to the story. We're 7% done. Story node, let's go. The dark nest before her is fading away, and she hears a muffled voice speaking beside her. 40, thanks to you and 45 for your hard work. I didn't expect something like this to happen during Operation... Yep. And thank you for your help, Callan. If not for you, 45 and I would probably be Ash by now. Bruh. What are you bruhing? You're welcome. You two are essential during the mission. In any case, just get some rest. She hears the door close and the sound of footsteps fades away. Miss Callan has left and her surroundings are quiet again. But who's the 40? And what's this operation? Her neural cloud is in chaos. Levitt decides to stop thinking and pours her strength into opening her eyes. Yo, girls frontline 1! Okay. 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 This is... Before she can finish speaking, an unfamiliar doll has already pounced on her, and her arms wrapped tightly around Leva. Girls Frontline 1 outfit! Thank goodness you're up, 45! I thought you'd never wake up! 45? Hearing that name confuses her even more. Leva gently pushes the unfamiliar doll away, and the latter releases her embrace before looking at Leva with a smile. Still, I'm relieved that you're awake! Is this flashback? Are these fake memories? We made it through the incident. This calls for a celebration. Eva looks doubtfully at the face before her, so similar to her own. What are you talking about just now? What was that incident? And who are you? The familiar yet alien doll leans in closer as her eyes go wide. Reaches out to touch Leva's forehead and studies her intently. You were out so long that it broke something in your head? It can't be right. Can't be, right? We fixed all your damage. A moment later, the doll suddenly smacks her head. Ah! Could it be that the data was lost? I'm 40. UMP-40. UMP-40? The name seems to spark a bitter reaction in her neural cloud, but Leva can't recall anything. None of this makes sense. What exactly is going on? Leva decides to keep probing for more information. Ab day complete. Your core hates you. Par for the course of self-hatred. I'm gonna be doing leg day for 3 days straight to starting tomorrow, so I'm gonna be dead. That operation you mentioned. That incident just now. What happened back then? It was all super dangerous. We infiltrated the plant together, but then we ended up being attacked by SF forces. I was badly damaged and almost destroyed. I told you to run first, but you said something about, I'll never let you go,
and dragged me out of there with all your strength.
That's not how it went down.
Fortunately, we ran into the Griffin support team. The commander saved us and brought us here for emergency repairs.
May. Oh my god. I need to figure out how to put emotes in my chat filter. Okay. Okay.
Our repairs finished first, but you were unconscious all this time because your neural cloud was damaged. Fortunately, you woke up. Otherwise, I don't know what I'd do.
With a pained expression on her face, the doll slowly raises her hand and gently strokes Leva's left eye. It is then that Leva realizes that there's a scar there.
Ah, this is from you got hit by a stray bullet while we were withdrawing. Ursula said she couldn't fix it right now because she was out of the necessary parts.
I hope this lady can give me discount fuel, because the gaslighting is insane.
That hurt. I'm so sorry.
As she looks at the apologetic look on the doll's face, it triggers a strange emotional signal in Leva's neural cloud again. Before she fully realizes what she's doing, she spreads her arms and hugs UMP-40 tightly.
Oh, it's all right, 45. I'm really okay this time.
Gaslighting? That's fine. Group A? With the X3 emote? Bruh, this man is working out to my streams? UMP-40 gently pats Leva's shoulder. As she feels UMP-40's consoling touch, the abnormal emotional signal in Leva's neural cloud suddenly calms down. After releasing her grip on UMP-40, Leva looks around curiously. The clean room seems a little old, strangely familiar to Leva. Gun alternating and she tries searching for similar records in her neural cloud, as well as details about what UMP-40 just said. However, all she finds are vague and indistinct images. UMP-40 seems to sense Leva's silence and sidles up to her again, a concerned expression on her face.
What are you looking at, 45? The view outside the window? The sun today is great, so I opened the curtains to let it in. Is it too glaring? I'll close the curtains if it is.
Yeah. Leva nods slowly, but then she reaches out to stop the other doll from drawing the curtains. It's alright. This is fine. I'd like to feel the sun myself.
This is okay? Alright, you're the boss, 45.
45? Hearing that name again fills 45 with confusion. Why are you calling me that, 40? If I'm not wrong, my name's Leva now.
I knew it! There was data loss after all. Leva was just an alias you used during the operation. You don't need to use it anymore now that it's over.
Is that so?
Sure is. If you're not used to it, I'll call you 45 a few more times. 45, 45, 6, 7. Used to it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Look, 45 is a really sunny day. I love the sun so much.
The sun shined brighter when she was here. The gray-haired doll gray? Really? Is that a shade of gray to have brown in it? Like, graying brown hair kind of has that? So, gray-brown. That's the color. Not tan, but like graying tan brown? Something like that. The gray-haired doll stretches lazily as she soaks up the sunlight. For some reason, seeing the other doll relaxing in the golden rays is strangely soothing. She's gonna soak up the sun. She's gonna tell everyone. It seems like she's felt this relaxed before. When was that? Was it 10 years ago, or? Just as UMP-45 tries her best to recall the past, UMP-40 suddenly grabs her with a merry expression on her face, like she suddenly thought of something.
Oh yes! Griffin's holding a party to celebrate our successful rescue. All the guests were issued pretty dresses. That means you too, 45.
Pretty dresses are my favorite. Dresses? Psychomantis? The word interrupts 45's hazy thoughts, and she looks down hesitantly at 40. Ada reaches out a finger and gently strokes the bridge of 45's nose.
A very pretty evening dress. I already had you measured for it. I'm sure it'll fit just fine.
Oh my god, is that the dress that I got for her? Oh my god! Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Who says you're welcome anymore? I have never heard anybody under the age of 60 ever say "you're welcome" after saying thanks. I remember watching a video on the generational divide as to responses to being thanked based on how that generation grew up and was treated by society at large. Like, "you're welcome" means you are welcome to it anytime because sincerity is common. Versus the now common "it's nothing," as in, "no, I am not a burden to you because now society runs on burdens," or some shit like that. I don't fucking...
Also, feel free to ask me anything you want. Looks like you've been hesitating this whole time and I can't take it anymore.
I'm sorry. I just want to know, where are we right now?
We're at Griffin, of course. This is the Griffin dorm. And apart from the repair pod, you've been here all this time, 45.
What about Nampha and Alan? Why is Kalina here?
Alan? You talking about Kalina? I almost forgot. I haven't introduced you to her yet. Helen's the commander's adjutant. Ever since the rescue op, she'd been taking care of various tasks in Griffin. She's super reliable.
This is the wildest 10 years ago flashback. But she still has her present memories.
Still, what's with this Nampha thing? I never heard it before. Is it a management department of Sanctus Ferry Manufacturing?
No, it's not. I must have remembered wrongly.
45 shakes her head and avoids the other doll's searching gaze. The latter merely ruffles 45's hair and laughs in a consoling way. Don't worry, 45. Ursika said that your neural cloud took a lot of damage and that some data segments might be unreadable. You might feel a little confused right after waking up. That's okay. It'll get better by itself after a while. So stop brooding about it on your own and come with me to the celebration party, okay? A lot of our friends will be there. Who knows? Maybe your neural cloud will go back to normal after you see them. And besides, if you go on try on the dress now, you might be able to get it changed or altered if you don't like it. You can't do that if you're too late. It all smiles like a tranquilizer that makes 45 smile too. He gets up and nods to her.
Ma'am, one of the best compliments I've ever received in my life is that they told me my energy was positively infectious as a compliment. Like, me being around just brightened the mood and just brought a huge positive energy to whatever the event was. And it hit me really hard because inside, I feel like one of the world's most unstable, depressed wrecks. So, like, I'm like, well, I guess I'm rolling with this then.
Yeah. After hearing her reply, the other doll happily grabs 45's hand. Just as the two of them are about to step outside, the room's door suddenly opens and another familiar figure rushes in. 45! Ursika said she managed to successfully repair you! Are you alright? Wait! 9's here too! Before 45 can reply, 40 has already reached out to put an arm around 9's shoulder. 45 and I were just gonna try on our dresses. Why don't you join us, 9? Let's pick out something nice for 45 to wear. Dress? That doesn't suit me.
I've been talking to a VTuber lately who does not wear dresses, she told me. She just wears mainly comfortable boyish clothes. And I'm like, bruh, I bet your kind would be the most beautiful in a dress. She laughed. Probably at me, but that's besides the point.
No! I make sure I choose the perfect dress for you, 45! Let's have order right now, 45! I can't wait! Flashback! To go gambling! Let's go gambling.
It is time for Gamba. We're at 31. It's time to maybe trigger the 50-50. And if we get it, I'm going to be very happy. If not, then it's whatever! We did. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. I'm not mad. You're mad. Okay. It's fine. Fine. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. What? We got another nugget. This is foreshadowing. Sometimes the foreshadowing isn't as subtle as it could be. Ah! Sorry, I can't resist. It's just the animation cuts off right when she's about to reprimand you, so it's all like, okay. I guess I'll do it myself. Aw, dang it. You only have one? Aww. Fine, I guess that... Okay. You know, technically, depending on how... Oh, cat! Hey, come on! Come here! Hey, come here! Hey, kitty! Oh, okay, fine. See, if I look away and look disinterested, that's when you are going to jump on my lap. That's how it works. See, you... Now you're... It's a paid outfit? It's her Girls Frontline 1 outfit. I'm not getting it. This isn't really my kind of outfit. I actually like her base outfit better. But if we scroll in, do the thing. Oh, that is cute. I love those eyes. Holy shit. Her eyes light up. They light up. Oh! This is my eye contact training simulator. If I can look at her directly in the eye, and then Creep by freaking Radiohead starts playing, it's fine. It's whatever. This is brilliant. But I like this. Wait, what's Curiosity Gallery? What's this? What's this? On-time foolery gift box. It's on discount. For 50 cents off. The fuck is this? Shallow, the mallet of foolery follows you like a shadow. What the? It's an animated bonk. And it goes with this. You get an animated bonk profile picture. What the heck is this? Shining Idol. Does this move? Oh, that's cute. That's actually cute. What's this? And it moves. It's Mr. Pizza. Okay. Okay. I like that they are selling these cosmetics that don't do anything and they just leave them in the shop and they don't go away. I think that... Hear me out. I think that is fine to sell cosmetics that don't do anything, that don't go away. Like, they are available for purchase at any time. Cosmetic DLC, I think, is a fair compromise for a free-to-play game. The FOMO and gotcha bullshit, no. Fuck that. But content like this, that's all like, hey, it's here if you want it. And it's not gonna go away. Like a limited time discount, sure. That's fine. Friggin' when games release on Steam, they do the launch discount. I'm cool with that. But that's just whatever. Let's play the game. Let's play the video game. Backtrace 1. The lights of the carousel. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. Cat cam. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. There's a cat. Oh my god, we get cat cam 2 electric boogaloo. Oh, look at the cat. There's a cat. Oh, I love this cat. I love this cat so much. This is the cat. This is probably the cat. Like, I've seen some cat in my day, and boy, this is sure one of them. Look at this cat. She's looking at the construction outside like, what the hell? But it's fine. We're gonna squish that cat. Squish that cat. You need to squish that cat. I gotta do it gently though, because I don't want to hurt her. According to an x-ray from her checkup a year ago, like right here, like a spinal disc is starting to slip. That's just due to old age. So I've learned to be really gentle with her, even though she has as much youthful vitality. Like, oh, thanks for the sub. Prime sub for 25 months. Holy moly. This man has been Prime for 25 months. That is 2 years. Thank you for the more expensive sub than normal. I did the math. The Prime sub technically costs twice as much as a regular sub because Amazon Prime is like $120 a year, whereas, or more than that actually. He's gonna broom! Whereas a regular sub is $6 a month. So a Prime sub actually costs more than a regular sub. And you only get one of them. So the fact that I get to be your Prime sub means a lot. So thanks. I'm gonna squish the cat for you. Talon is now squishing cat. Well, I'm doing it for Talon. Get squished. Okay. Very cool. Thanks, cat. I love you too. Oh, yeah. Chin scratches. Kitty loves the chin scratches. Oh, yeah. Let's play the video again. It's game time. Lena looks around as she follows UMP-40, but the more she sees, the more she feels something's wrong here.
40, don't you think that Leva's neurocloud looks really weird right now?
Huh? Does it? Gaslighting.
Of course it is! Those fallen tables, chairs, and umbrellas, the burst balloons, and these electric lights without power. None of them look like they belong in Leva's neurocloud, don't you think?
Eh? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little weird. 40 comes to a halt and closely studies the colorful facilities amidst the ruins. The Neurospace interior looked normal before I was attacked. This because of the redundant data's influence? Don't tell me that you are behind everything and you're just trying to lead us on to fulfill your ambitions and become real because you're a real girl. Even though you've been... She's a fabricated construction copy that wants reality. She's Koshmar, but better. She's Koshmar, but actually wife. Understandable, have a great day.
It's probably just more than just a simple influence. Now that I look at them, it looks like this place was deliberately modified to look like an amusement park. See? Look at that pointy tent over there that's full of holes. The carousel, isn't it? I don't think Leva would ride a carousel in neurocloud for no reason, especially when the carousel has such creepy horses.
Lena reaches out and gestures to a pointy tent in the distance. 40 looks at where she's pointing. Although the conical tent is in tatters and the carousel horses are eaten through with rot, it's definitely a carousel. Oh hey, look, there's a carousel, see? Countless data fragments float in the dark sky above the tent, slowly spinning in midair like a windstorm. That definitely doesn't look like something Leva would like. Perhaps that girl altered the neurospace. After all, human kids like amusement parks. That said, this carousel looks really weird too. Why are there so many robots around it? Baseball, huh? 40 focuses on the windstorm, bringing up her diagram, then suddenly grabs Lena's hand in surprise. Lena, come with me! That carousel's the first data source we're looking for! Once we get rid of it, we can stop the redundant data in this sector from growing! 40 drags Lena over to the carousel, but almost immediately she hears a loud crash in the distance. The light strip encircling the carousel turns on, barely managing to light up the surroundings. And so, Lena and 40 get to get a clear view of the slowly moving robot horde around the carousel. In addition, they see a little girl pull the switch on the carousel, trying to command the robots to play with her.
Spinny horsey, I like it. Everyone, come play with me.
When I was a kid, my dad's idea of a family movie night was The Shining. Do what you want with that information. He would keep going on about Jack Nicholson's wonderful acting performance, and I would keep having fucking nightmares. When I was a young kid. The girl mounts one of the carousel horses and happily flails her arms. I'm reminded of that scene from Detroit Become Human. Spoilers for Detroit Become Human around mid-game. The Clara and the girl, I forgot her name, the little girl, and big guy Marcus, they reach an abandoned amusement park that's snowed over. And depending on your choices, I believe, they meet up with the park staff, who are also robots, androids, and they boot up the park, and the carousel gets running. And Clara puts the girl on the carousel, and she actually smiles and is having a good time. And that was one of the more powerful moments for me in the story, because she's never smiled up until then. And like, after going through all that shit from the domestic abusive household and on the run from the law and escaping, like, getting that reprieve, we take those. That was a really powerful moment. I like the game. People like to shit on Detroit Become Human, but I really like the game. However, the dilapidated horse does not move, and the surrounding robots can only approach her fruitlessly, jostling each other. After waiting stiffly for a while on one of the horses, the girl hangs her head in dejection. That is the opposite of the story I just told. This is so sad.
Horsey broke. Nobody wants to play with me either.
Sports ball in. Suddenly, the girl looks up and scans her surroundings, as though she's noticed something.
New friend?
I mean, if she just wants a friend, sure. I'll teach her how to play chess. Ah! Did she spot us? Before UMP40 can reply, the girl had already jumped down from her horse and studied the visitors at the distance with wide eyes.
New friends! Play with me!
The girl excitedly runs towards the two of them. Behind her, the countless robots surrounding the carousel pour toward the dolls, as the floodgate had been opened. Guess kids really do like amusement parks after all. Lena, I'll let you clear away all this surplus data.
Leave it to me!
We're gonna kill her. Oh my god. This is the appropriate reaction to a little girl running at you saying, play with me. Because if anybody sees you playing with a girl that looks to be young, they're gonna take a picture of you and cancel you on Twitter for being one of them billionaires. So the appropriate reaction is to whip out a UMP 45, a 40, or 9, one of the three, and just go da 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 da.
It feels like you've been forever since the last night I fought beside you, Lena. Yep. Let's get rid of the source of this data together. If you're having a hard time, just leave it to me. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? If you're having trouble navigating the amusement park, please refer to the enclosed instruction book.
You know what? Why don't we swap out for 9 and 45 just cuz? Where are they? And just for fun, let's also get rid of Voimistina and leave Bathilda in there just cuz. Alright, this should do it. Alright. I have no clue. Oh, eliminate enemy units. Voimistina is good, but I actually want, to see the gameplay. Gameplay is good too. This is the gameplay. We play this game for the gameplay. That's right, the gameplay. That's why we're here. I'll show you gameplay. Cat grab. After stream, I'm gonna be basically in packing mode, so don't expect me to stick around the raid or be very social. Actually, I'll be a little social because I need to eat. I've been staring at my food getting really cold this whole time. It'd be like that. That's just how I operate. It's fine. It's whatever. But I'm still gonna do some final packing for tomorrow. The last thing I pack are chargers and toiletries, mainly because I need to use them before I leave. So I think what I'll do is I'll put them in a bag and then put them in the bathroom, and I'll just take them out of the bag when I need them and then put them back in the bag. Hey, we win. It doesn't take long for Lena to clear out the robots surrounding the carousel. After seeing that the Guardian robots are gone, the little girl nervously hides behind the carousel horse and shakes her fist at UMP40 and Lena. She mad.
Ah, you chased everyone away. You're bad. I hate you. I'm not playing with you.
Well, I'm not playing with you. You're clearly evil.
Lena, quick! You need to catch her.
40 frantically beckons Lena over, but before Lena can approach, the girl had already darted away, racing off like a frightened rabbit. And she's gone.
How does she run so fast? Never mind. We'll get a chance to catch her eventually. The most important thing right now is to get rid of the after effects of the data source. Look over there, Lena.
40 happily pats Lena on the shoulder. Again, with the meme. That shoulder pat meme is one of my favorites. It's like, buddy. Lena looks around. Lena looks around, and her eyes go wide with surprise. Woo! As the robots vanish, the darkened sky turns a clear blue, and the data fragments floating in the air vanish like a melting snowflakes. The previously ruined carousel is restored to its pristine condition. Strings of colorful lights adorning its canopy and pillars, sparkling brightly around the multicolored carousel horses.
Wow! I guess it would be okay for Leva to play around with a carousel like this on her break.
Mm-hmm.
looks like a really nice carousel. Wanna give it a try, Elena? 40 approaches the carousel and studies the control panel with curiosity. Then, she pulls down hard on the activation lever.
Wait, 40, be careful!
Before Elena can finish, the carousel starts moving slowly. A warm and cheerful melody fills the air in a tune with the whirling of the carousel horses and the sparkling of the lights. It's the music and lights. A segment of neural records slowly comes into view before Elena's eyes. A gray-haired doll is standing by the firing range, her head hung low in dejection. Another gray-haired doll walks over and waves merrily to her. Oh, hi there, newbie! Oh, Commander. Greetings. Got the formality. Come sit down. Do I look like a commander? Never got that before. Huh? Don't tell me. You're also a T-doll? She doesn't have the scar. This is the beginning. Oh my god. Is it weird? Maybe I'm too expressive. That's pretty much the only good thing about me. Anyway, I'm a new recruit just like you. Guess we'll have to take care of each other. Okay, when I was talking to Taters and Exodus about the triumvirate of UMP wives, and I said, well, if Taters has 45 and Exodus gets 9, I guess I'm gonna wife 40. I hate to say it, but I kinda actually would. With this kind of personality. I know my type is the very shy and reserved type. But on the other hand, someone who presents themselves like this reminds me of the good side of me. And that would bring out the good side of me. I need that in my life. Yeah. Yeah, I think she's wife tier. We'll go with that. I'll see if that changes by the end of the story, but this is pretty nice. I like this. In before it turns out she's the bad guy of the story and I'm in absolute fucking shambles. Oh, sure. Thank you. No biggie. We're companions, so we have to cheer each other up. The cheerful doll smiles as she sits down on the bench beside the range, graciously consoling the doll who's feeling down because of their poor shooting scores. Your posture, reflexes, and accuracy all show that you don't have any advanced fire control system installed. That's why you must not force something that you physically can't do. Don't take it too seriously. There must be a job where you can make use of your strengths here. She wasn't a T-doll to start, huh? Sorry, but haven't you figured it out yet? I'm just as useless as you. Here, check our imprinted weapons. Our clouds may have been wiped, but here are the products of the same hapless factory. Really? Then you also... I can see why she... Oh my god. Wow. Okay. This is the kind of backstory I did not get in Girls Frontline 1. That's right. I too have a bunch of weird electronic warfare modules installed for whatever reason, so I can't hold a gun properly either. But what a coincidence that I ran into you while I was just strolling around. I'm UMP40, your elder sister by name and by fate, so I'll be sure to have your back. As the music and lights fade, so does the scene that Lena's watching. Lena gets to... The firing range filled with merry laughter is now empty. The lights die and the carousel horses slowly grind to a halt. Dolls fade away like waking dreams, leaving only a single bullet lying quietly on the ground. Before Lena realizes what she's doing, she's already bent down to pick it up.
What I saw just now, was that Leva? I mean, is that 45 and the real MP40?
That's what happened when the first time they met. They, not we. Right, you know what you are. She knows what she is. Oh my god. That reminds me of just another To the Moon Beach episode. And I will say no more. If you have not played the To the Moon Beach episode, then you are invested in the To the Moon franchise of games. You need to play it. Oh my god. I bought the game for Resta. I don't think she's played it yet. She was gonna stream it. I'll have to gently remind it to her. That game is...
Leva looked totally different from how she is now. I never seen her like that before. She was totally a clueless rookie, just like how I was when she first met me. No, she was even more timid than me. What happened to Leva to make her like she is now? She was already different by the time she met me. Was that because of 42?
Confused, Lena turns to look at the UMP-40 beside her. As a simulated persona pattern after the real UMP-40, her face and expression are almost the same as the UMP-40s from the neural records.
Did Leva change because of 40's encouragement?
Kind of.
In that case, did Leva become what she is now because... Has 40 disappeared?
The simulated 40 persona does not reply, but her silence is answer enough. The reason why 40 is so important to Leva is because of that past, which is forever beyond her reach.
I knew it. No wonder I can't compare to 40. After all, it was 40 who supported Leva when she needed it the most.
Oh no! Don't say that! Lena unconsciously hangs her head, but a cheerful voice cuts through her dejected thoughts. Right, enough playing back those records. You look more depressed than 45 did back then, Lena.
But
40 cheerfully taps Lena's shoulder and then points to the bullet in Lena's hand. Actually, I have some good news about Leva. Want to hear it?
Huh?
You still remember how Leva forgot about 40? Thing is, we both saw those records just now. That proves the Neural Cloud records about Operation Butterfly and UMP-40 aren't actually lost. Those records were lost among the redundant data after they were damaged. That's the reason why Leva forgot it. Therefore, if we clear the data quickly, Leva might be able to get those memories back quickly too.
Really?
I think so. In that case, Leva will... Lena, can you hear me? A sudden call interrupts the conversation. Lena looks down and sees that the long silent communicator is finally blinking with an incoming transmission.
Persica! Oh, thank goodness, the signal's finally back!
Lena, have you found 40? Or things on your end? Lena quickly describes the current situation to Persica. Can't believe something like that happened. There was a weird little girl, too? That's interesting. Oh yeah, let me explain the bullet that you just found. Analysis complete. Figured it out. This bullet contains neural records from the first time Leva met 40. In that case, situation's exactly what I guessed. Earlier, when that mysterious doll attacked Leva in the Gerard server room, he didn't directly destroy the information about the butterfly incident in 40. Rather, he just destroyed the resource headers which pointed to that information. Therefore, Leva technically hasn't forgotten 40. Just because all the forgotten files are still in the mess that is Leva's neural cloud. If you keep clearing the junk data and fixing away the loopholes in Leva's neural cloud, you'll be able to find these fragmented neural records and put them back together again.
See, Lena? Turns like it was like that all along. Lena, what are you?
Beside her, Lena's grabbing her head in frustration.
I just saw a part of Leva's past that she didn't want to discuss with me. Does that count as violating her privacy? What if Leva finds out? What if she gets mad?
Oh, come on, you're Burlap's little sister. There's no way she'd be that petty.
Really? But Leva never told me about 40 before. Is it really okay for me to keep watching those records?
Lena looks a little uneasy as she scratches her head. Right now, resolving the malfunction in Leva's neural cloud takes priority.
Yep.
You might not want to do it, but you got no choice. Don't worry, Lena. If Leva goes mad, I'll speak up for you, so don't worry. 40 pats Lena's shoulder in a consoling manner.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, 40. I know what you're getting at. Well, I've always wanted to hear Leva tell me about this in her own words. Her safety's the most important thing right now. I'll do my best to clear the data no matter what stands in my way.
Lena nods, and then she clenches her fist tightly as though to reaffirm her resolve.
So, what should we do next, Persica?
Keep searching for data sources with 40. It's the most efficient solution we have. I've already compiled the statuses of the data sources I can detect into a new map that I'm sending to you now. You can consult it for your future movements.
That's great! This map is way more accurate than my hunches. Well done, Persica. Let's head out right now.
Calm down. You could take this too.
Sound of keys clicking is audible over the transmission's audio feed. When the clicking stops, a small object falls from the sky and hits Lena squarely in the forehead. Head on! Ah! Hey, what's this? Curious, Lena studies the strange object in her hand. It's a small device that looks a lot like an emitter of some kind. Emitter? I hardly know her. Not only is it a lucrid color, there are two incredibly distinctive buttons on it. Color? Lena presses the first button, but nothing seems to happen. What the heck? Is it broken? Tracking program isn't active yet, but the button isn't functional. Now the other one. Lena presses the other button. Ding! There's a bitter scent. A brown beam extends from the emitter's front port. That smells like... that coffee? Ah! It even feels like coffee! Doesn't having a coffee go perfectly with visiting an amusement park? This signal emitter is a tracking program I custom wrote just now. A tracking program? Yep. Didn't you mention encountering a weird girl earlier? Next time you see her, tag her with the emitter. The tracking program will automatically attach itself to her data and analyze it. Once the analysis is complete, you'll know what created her. Hit the other button and you'll be able to track her location.
Sounds pretty useful, but it's still pretty twisted. Anyway, if there's nothing else, Floyd and I'll be heading out. Leva's still waiting for us.
Actually, there's one more thing. 40, do you feel like you're being affected by the redundant data?
Huh? Me?
All that useless data takes up Leva's computational space. Affected comms between Lena and me. Since you were always resident in her neural space, you're kind of...
I'm fine. Don't worry about me, Persica. I'm running just fine. I'm not feeling any interference at all.
Oh. Well, in that case, let's focus on clearing the data first. Once the amount of redundant data reaches a certain level, new data will overwrite the old. Lena, you need to keep that from happening. Otherwise, you'll never be able to recover Leva's neural records.
Got it.
Lena nods earnestly to Persica. Then she turns to look into the distance of the neural space.
I'll make sure I keep Leva safe. I won't let that happen to her.
Nice. That is a perfect place to leave off. Nice. Okay. And with that, we have reached the end of stream. Very cool. That's all I have time for today. I'm busy. I am for once actually busy. Holy crap. It's fine. We'll fix it in post. I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for coming to my stream. Today, we are going to raid Mushi. I can't believe she's actually streaming. Mushi is that NeetTuber, but she's not neat anymore. So we are going to go say hi to Mushi. Jan. We call her Mushi. She has quickly become one of my closer VTuber friends. We talk a lot. So we could all say, "Are you employed, son?" That is the raid message. Are ya employed, son? That's the raid message. Everybody get that ready. Because she recently got accepted for a job, so she's no longer in NEET, and she's really happy about it. So let's all go say hi and give her a warm welcome. Right now she's drawing. I didn't know she could draw. Holy crap, that's actually pretty cute. So I will catch you all on Monday for more Girls Frontline, and I will eventually be doing a SakuraCon recap stream. But I will be very inactive over this weekend because I will be at the convention, of course. So, yeah, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Until then, thank you so much for coming, and I will catch you all later. Have a good day, have a good Friday, and have a good rest of your weekend. And let's say hi to Mushi.